Okay, I think it was obvious that first of the game we didn't respond very well to the elements, to the crowd. Kind of got ourselves in a hole. Proud of our guys in the second half. They came back and battled. They were fighting. We made some mistakes. We've been talking about this team, improving each practice and each game. And even though it hurts right now, there were some good things out there that I think we can build upon moving forward for the rest of the year.
Questions?
Coach, that start where it's you look up and it's on 14-0, the bobble snap and then the fumble. Just talk about how big of a momentum shift and you spent the whole game trying to recover.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Anytime you get in a hole against a good team on the road, it's tough enough anyway, and that put us in a hole when we were fighting uphill, the rest of the day.
Can you speak to Nick's kind of first half, really? I mean, just 6 of 16. It looked like the ball was kind of slipping sometimes on the deep passes and just couldn't really get comfortable.
Yeah, he never got in a rhythm. I mean, it was his first road game, and he definitely started out that way. There's no doubt. That first quarter, it was raining pretty good, and the ball was wet on one, and we just never got in a rhythm. And I think he finally settled down somewhat in the second half.
It looked like you were having some success running straight at him.
Yeah. I was real proud of our offensive line. It's a very good defensive line, and we did have some success running at them, and that was one of the positives.
You talk about Trey Mason and just kind of he really stepped up tonight. Looked like maybe the best back on the field other than Jeremy Hill and LSU.
Trey's definitely a good back. He's a tough guy. He wanted the football, and I think anytime you want the football, that's a good thing. And overall, had a solid night.
What was it like out there kind of coaching when, mistakes and just sloppy conditions? I mean,
Yeah.
I think I saw you one time, you just kind of, took your headset off and just kind of rubbed your head because you...
We had some missed opportunities, there's no doubt. You got to give LSU credit. I mean, they're a good team, but you just can't miss the opportunities that you have. You got to seize the moment, and it's frustrating. And, we didn't execute like we can at times. They had something to do with that, but at the same time, we have high expectations for our guys, and we could have played better, but you've got to give LSU credit. But I will tell you this, we will improve. That's the positive thing moving forward.
Gus, how important was it to be able to come back to the second half and compete like you did?
Yeah,
so far behind?
I told her, our kids, they didn't quit, and they're not going to quit. And they play together, they like playing together. They had bright eyes, and even towards the end, we got down the end, had the motion penalty that set us back, but they were fighting to the end. Very proud of our guys, and with that attitude, we'll have a chance to get better and improve. And even though it feels bad right now, we're having an off week, probably couldn't come at a better time. We can clean some things up, and we can move forward.
Gus, were they doing anything that you didn't expect defensively, or were you guys just not executing to what you wanted?
Yeah, no, it was pretty much what we expected. Just a lot of execution, but like I said, they got some very good defensive players. There's no doubt, and they had something to do with it too.
Can you speak to Jeremy Hill? His first 2 carries for touchdowns just really, couldn't be stopped early at least.
Yeah, they did a good job executing. I think we were out of a gap right there, but our coaches made adjustments, and that was there were few and far between after that. So that was a positive for our defense, being able to step up and stop it. They're a good offense. I mean, they can throw it well. They got good receivers, and they got a good running game too.
I know you split the carries pretty well between the 3 running backs, but during a night like tonight with Trey, do you sit back and look at maybe making him the #1 type guy?
I think this off week give us a chance as coaches to kind of see where we're at. We can take the first 4 games and you look at where you're at, and you can have your plan moving forward, for the rest of the year.
Any initial word on Jalen Denson? I know he had X-rays.
No, he got carted off. That's never good.
Coach, on the second onside kick, did it look as close as it looked?
It was close. I mean, it was close.
The weather early on, how much did it affect your game plan offensively, if any?
It got so bad there for a while. The balls we were having trouble keeping them dry. So throwing the football at that one, it was kind of in our mind. It was in our face, and so we were thinking run the football a little bit more in that first quarter.
Gus, Chris Davis doesn't make the trip. CJ was CJ okay because he really wasn't involved very much tonight?
Yeah, he's okay.
And Chris doesn't make it.
He's banged up, and but I think we'll have a good chance of getting him back, here in the near future.
What about Craig Sanders?
Yeah, same thing. Didn't make the trip. He's banged up too. So You know, it's a tribute to our defense. One of our better players, you know, didn't come here with us. One of our starting defensive ends didn't come here with us, so we had some other guys step up.
As a play caller, speak to the frustrations of when, you know, you try to make a play, you try to do something like the onside kick, or just take a shot, take a chance, and it kind of comes back to bite you, or whatever, it doesn't go your way.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of football. That's part of coaching. And everything's not going to go your way. You just got to move on to the next play. And we got to do a better job executing. I mean, that's bottom line. We got to do a better job executing when we have an opportunity.
The Marshall-Coates connection, just, you saw some good things out of that tonight, a lot of really good passes.
Yeah, there's a couple explosive plays there that was really good. And, you know, we got to have more of that.
It was your first time to address them after a loss in the locker room. Can you tell us what the mood was like in the locker room, and as you move forward, what you were looking for
Yeah,
out
we got
of the
some
field?
disappointed guys in there, and I think that's a good thing. I mean, you know, they want to win, and they're hungry, and you know, they're not happy right now. So I think that'll help us moving forward with that attitude. And they battled, made some mistakes, but they hung together.
Take a few more. Another?